Okay, we're going to finish up our notes with a couple word problems to show you how to apply this in a word problem. So it says, if the base of a triangle is given by the expression 3x squared plus 4x, so that's our base, and the height of the triangle is given by the expression 4x squared plus 4x plus 6, what is an expression for the area of this triangle in terms of x? So we need to recall the formula for the area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height, or base times height divided by 2. So let's give ourselves a visual of what we're talking about. So the base is 3x squared plus 4x, and then the height is going to come straight down to form that right angle, is 4x squared plus 4x plus 6. So the first thing I'm going to do is just sub into that formula. So 1/2 times our base of 3x squared plus 4x times our height of 4x squared plus 4x plus 6. So you can see we end up having a binomial times a trinomial. You could distribute here, but if you look, if we take half of 3, that's going to give us fractions. So I'm going to multiply these two together and then take half of what's the product of these two. So I'm going to come up here and do that box again. So again, you're going to multiply to fill that in. So 3x squared times 4x squared is 12x to the 4th. 3x squared times 4x is 12x to the 3rd. And 3x squared times 6 is 18x squared. So then you have 4x times 4x squared is 16x to the 3rd. 4x times 4x is 16x squared. And then 4x times 6 for 24x. So then when we start combining like terms here, you're going to have 12x to the 4th, and then 16 plus 12 is going to give us 28x to the 3rd, and then we have 16 plus 18 on our x squared, so that's going to be 34x squared, and then that leaves us with our positive 24x. So down here we're going to have 1/2 times, now we can replace all of this with what we got when we use box. You could distribute, should have gotten the same thing. So now you want to distribute that 1/2, and if you look, it's going to be easier because we're taking half of all these even numbers. So our area would then be 6x to the 4th plus 14x to the 3rd plus 17x squared plus 12x. So that's how you would represent the area. I'm going to go ahead and do this U-try problem with you. It says the length of a rectangle can be represented by the expression 2x squared minus 3x plus 5. So that's the length. The width can be represented by the expression 3x squared plus 7x plus 5. What expression represents the area of this rectangle? Okay, so again, we're looking for the area. So area of a rectangle is length times width. So we would have 2x squared minus 3x plus 5 times the 3x squared plus 7x plus 5. So this time we have a trinomial times a trinomial. So I'm going to go up here where I have more space. I'm going to use box again. So we need 3 rows and 3 columns this time. You could distribute if you prefer that. And those of you that are new to box method, it doesn't matter where you put your trinomials or your binomials, it just should match the size, and the sign should always go with it. So 2x squared and 3x squared would be 6x to the fourth, because we're multiplying coefficients, adding exponents. 2x squared and 7x is going to be 14x to the third. 2x squared times 5, 10x squared. Negative 3x times 3x is going to be negative 9x to the third. Negative 3x times 7x is negative 21x squared. Negative 3x and 5 is negative 15x. Last row, 5 times 3x squared is 15x squared. 5 times 7x is 35x. And then 5 times 5 is 25. So then it's just a matter of combining like terms for your final answer. So I'm going to come back down here with that final answer. So we have 6x to the fourth, no more in the box. And again, if you want to cross those out so you know you've used it, that may be helpful as well. Negative 9x to the third and 14x to the third is going to give us positive 5x to the third. So then if you look, we've got 3x squared terms to combine. So you have 15x squared minus 21x squared plus 10x squared. So it's easier for me to do 15 and 10 is 25 minus 21 is 4x squared. Then you have your 35x minus 15x, so that's going to give us 20x. So you've taken care of those, and you can see you've used every term except that constant for 25. So this expression would represent the area. Hope this has been helpful.